Morning all, Thomas Frank has been sacked. He has been sacked. He's been sacked. Come on. My mood from last night to this morning has changed completely. Thank God. Thank the heavens. He's finally gone. I never thought I'd see the day so soon. I thought they would have given him the North London derby. I thought they were going to keep him for the whole season. I thought they were going to keep him until we got bloody relegated. Honestly, thank God he is gone. He had to go. It was time to move on from him. I'm so happy right now as a Spurs fan. I know the situation we're in is terrible. And I know we're in a relegation battle. And I know we've been nowhere near good enough this season. But the fact that Thomas Frank has finally been sacked. Oh man, we can finally move on. Now what's next for Spurs? Do we get an interim manager? Do we go for Roberto De Zerbi? I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments on what you guys would prefer. In my opinion, we can't go for an interim yet. We can't. I don't see an interim like a Ryan Mason keeping us up. I don't. He got sacked by West Brom this season, actually. So he's not. I don't think he has the capability of keeping us in the Premier League. I don't. Unless it's just a mentality thing. Maybe he can, don't know, make the players mentally up for every game. And he might have some sort of style of play. And who knows, maybe he can keep us up. Maybe I'm being wrong and too harsh on him. But at the same time, there was a top manager available in Roberto De Zerbi. But the biggest part of Roberto De Zerbi is the fact that these players that we have at the club, they don't like a strict manager. Conte, Mourinho, at the end of it, they just all gave up under him. They did. And I don't know what else to say really. Like, De Zerbi will be a good short-term fix. It won't be a long-term thing. So maybe the right and smart decision is to go over Ryan Mason. Hopefully he can keep us up. Then in the summer, after the World Cup, we go and get our man, the manager that should never been sacked in the first place, Mauricio Pochettino. Bring me that man back, please. He's magic, you know. Mauricio Pochettino. He's magic, you know. We need him back. We need. You know what? Yeah. There's no other manager I would want to back more than Mauricio Pochettino. We have to back him. This is the time where we sign these players. Because before Pochettino got sacked in the first place, he said in an interview, this team is in need of a rebuild. What does Daniel Levy do? What does the board do? They signed him Tanguy Ndombele, a guy that didn't care about football. They signed Giovanni Lo Celso, who was injury prone and wasn't good enough anyways. And they also signed a Ryan Sessegnon, who was injury prone too. What sort of signings from that? From a Champions League final, they gave him that sort of signings when he called for a rebuild. He called for a rebuild. The players that he started the season with were nowhere near good enough. Danny Rose became washed. Alderweireld was on his decline. Jan Vertonghen, I think, was on his decline as well. Hugo Lloris. Who else was there? Harry Winks, even at the young age he was on a decline. Sissoko. Dele Alli, of all people, the player that Pochettino loved, was on a decline. And he didn't get what he wanted. And the fact he didn't get what he wanted, he got sacked. And not one Spurs fan that I personally know of, and not one Spurs fan around the world that I knew of, wanted Pochettino gone. I remember the day he got sacked. I remember it so clearly. I was laying down, had a little nap. I woke up, I got a text from my friend, and he says to me, Chris, Pochettino's been sacked. I was like, no, you're lying. I was like, no, you're lying to me, bro. You're lying. I go onto Twitter, go onto X, whatever you want to call it. Well, it was Twitter at the time. And I see it everywhere. Pochettino's gone, Pochettino's gone. Nothing confirmed by the club yet, by the way. A couple hours go by, he's gone. He's been sacked officially by the club. And I was like, what the fuck? We sacked our best manager in years. We're going to go backwards. And the next day, I remember, the next morning the next day, we hired Jose Mourinho. And I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe it was the right decision, you know? Get a born and bred winner into the club. And yeah, Mourinho took us forward. But then the players gave up on him because he was too strict. He went like a Pochettino, someone that's going to get behind the players. Mourinho's someone that's going to grab you and be like, no, you're not good enough today, and you won't be good enough in the future. You got to go. And it creates a toxic atmosphere in the changing room. Tottenham Hotspur is not about that, clearly. And he obviously got sacked a week before a cup final, which I disagreed with. He should be given the cup final at least. But yeah, very positive news today. I'm so happy that Vinay and the board have finally, after all this time, have come to their senses and sacked this fraud of a manager. Finally, they've sacked him. He is actually gone. Oh my God, we are all free from Thomas Frank Ball. We are all free from it. Come on, guys. And as always, come on, you Spurs.